So as mentioned on the comment on the last session, not the last one, sorry, Monday session, I thought I'd snatch more like how I no contact snatch, as you can see here, so I really tried to nail these down today. The big focus really just letting the weight hang off me and just sort of extend hard and lift it above me. And then as I got into the actual set starting here, the complex of 3 deadlifts and 1 pull, I tried to keep the same energy there. This one was hip contact, but I remember it clipped my pubic bone because my arms were a lot more relaxed. You could probably see a tiny bend in them at the side, but it was nowhere near severe. Then I think this one, I may have done the thigh contact. I need to actually see it myself to remember. No, it wasn't. It was the hip contact. I just bent my arm more egregiously to get it above the pubic bone. This one was the thigh contact one. I can tell because the contact's silent, and if you look at my arms on the side, beneath my elbows, there's no bend there. Something that I did note when I did this was actually unintentional, but something I did note was the bar path after contact was very straighter, like it wasn't looping it as hard. I know this is going to sound like the stupidest thing to say, but it almost felt how Benedict snatches look after contact, where like it just hugs him and he just whips underneath it. And I think it was just that sensation that made me want to do it again here. But obviously, because I wasn't like fully sold on the concept of doing it, I was just still trying to experiment between the two. So I think this one here, you'll see me go back to hip contact, but I'll just do my best to keep my arms relaxed, but I was having to still bend my arms to get it above the sensitive areas. This one's quite funny because I clip my dick here. You need to see my face grimace. I think this was a hip contact one again. Yeah. And then this is where I just decided, okay, let's just let it hang off me, rely on my legs, and just have that brushing thigh contact. I think one thing I really didn't want to do was how I did thigh contact before, because before I was treating my thighs as my hips, where I was just trying to slam the bar into my thighs. And I knew I was doing that because essentially like my hip, the top of my quads, close to my hip flexors was starting to hurt from like bruising and that. Well, this time it was literally more so of a brush. I think I'm over the bar there. I think a couple of them on the thighs, powers, the bar felt just a little bit in front of me when I did catch it overhead. I mean, I think it was this one. This is another one where I just visually looked like the rhythm of Benedict, but once again, I don't know how stupid that sounds. I think I try and get a side angle of me doing it. I can see my hips coming up slightly off the floor, so I don't, as a pull. So I don't know if they just need to be a little bit higher than what they are. So we'll see what happens here. Yeah, so 5 for contact. I think this one it pulled me forward a bit. I wasn't happy with that, so I tried doing it again, but I think I don't correct it. So if you see, actually, yeah, that was a lot better. The second one it pulled me forward. Not much to say in the clean. Just shit felt heavier than what it did before, but obviously I've not lifted, you know, above 80% in a hot second with these. I think like memories of peaking around competition, I was, you know, there would have been a time I would have been happily have got 120 on this. I think I walk away with 105 and I couldn't hang clean 110. I'm hoping that's just deconditioning to lifting heavy loads, which should come back. But there's not much to say in the cleans, so it just went well on. Obviously I can jerk for days, so it was never an issue. I don't know how you feel about this narrow catch thing. It's just sort of what naturally happens with my feet with the clean. Even when there is foot movement, I mean some of them are no foot, but even the ones where there was foot movement, I'm sure they're still sliding. Yeah, so this 105 was the heaviest I managed to get today. As you can see, I lifted my feet there, but they just land where they land. And once again, jerk's pretty much never an issue. So this was the first attempt at 110, which I felt wasted. That felt harder than how it looked. I think when I went to drop into the re-rack, when I stretched my arms out, and the bar just felt way too long on my legs to hang, but I think that's because I was just so used. I was relying on the arm bend a bit heavier, yeah, and I got quite pissed off for that. Lol. And then here's the deficit glass floor clean pulse. I could have been a bit more gentle on the descent, I reckon. I reckon if it was glass, it would have smashed, so it probably wasn't as light as what it should be. I was happy with how I descended down how strict I was on these.